dating tips for those coming to Korea, people living in Korea. A lot of people ask me because I am a high maintenance, low tolerance girly. Yes, I have a very strict program. So if you're asking anybody for advice, you're asking the right person. There is absolutely no reason you're dating any Korean guy that's over 25, doesn't have a job, lives with their parents, can't do anything for you. You did not come to this country to date a bum and a man that couldn't provide for you in a different country where you're extremely vulnerable. If you wanted to date a bum, you could have stayed in your hometown. In other words, don't just date a guy because he's Korean. Date him because he brings something to your life. Specifically, he brings stability, security. There is no excuse for you to go 50-50 with a man in his country where he is the white man of his country, the most privileged in his country. You're going 50-50 with him and he's not out earning you? Genuinely don't make me mad. But Haley, it's not about money. It's not about money. Babe, if you were to get pregnant tomorrow, on most of the contracts that we have only a 20-day maternity leave, and he can't even afford for you to get into a nice hospital, and you're gonna push that baby out in a different country? You are a foreigner abroad, living here on your own without that safety net. And if he can't understand you or make any attempt to understand you or ever have any experience doing the same thing, you guys are gonna fight. Don't tolerate men with anger issues. Now, it's okay if they're expressing their feelings and they're passionate about it and that's just how they're coming across. There's a fine line, right? For the most part, you should clearly communicate, hey, I don't like yelling. That doesn't work with me. And if they continue to do it, babe, go, leave. Don't even tolerate it. Don't date a guy in a different city that you have to travel to. I know it's romantic and it seems like a romantic getaway, but for the most part, I have tons of friends who have given me stories of how they were burned or treated terribly by the men, and the whole time the men had a girlfriend, specifically men in Daegu. Oh my god, men in Daegu. Oh my god, terrible stories. It's better to date a man in your city. I think the biggest advice I can give you is to trust yourself, follow your intuition, and know who you are, know what you want. And when you're young, that's harder, but once you're older, you know exactly what you want. Think about this. When this guy's treating you a certain way, you should be, is this how I want my future husband to treat me? Is this the life that I moved for? Yes or no? Bonus one, I think you should date a man who speaks your language. I think you should try to find someone who speaks your language, or there's some middle ground, because if he's trying to build a future with you, he needs to be able to try to learn the language of his future children and vice versa. I feel like you find more people who are willing to put in the work if they're trying to learn your language. Obviously, don't date a bum. I'm sorry, but bums are not tolerated anywhere around me or my homegirls. I don't really care how it makes people feel.